According to our program, the next topic is transportation. Part 1. Short questions. 1. How do you usually get to work? I usually go to work by car because it is more convenient and saves me time. However, I sometimes use public transportation, especially when traffic is heavy. 2. What is your favorite means of transportation? I prefer traveling by car because I have more freedom and flexibility. I can leave whenever I want and choose my own route. However, public transportation can be more practical in crowded cities. 3. Do you use public transportation? Yes, occasionally. I usually use buses or other forms of public transportation when I don't want to deal with traffic or find parking. It can also be cheaper than driving. 4. What are the biggest transportation problems in your city? I think traffic congestion is one of the biggest problems. During rush hour, roads can become extremely crowded, which leads to long commuting times. Another problem is that public transportation can sometimes be overcrowded. Part 2. Picture description. Picture a crowded city street with cars, buses, and pedestrians. Model answer. In this picture, I can see a busy city street with a lot of cars and pedestrians. There is also a bus in the middle of the road. The traffic appears to be quite heavy, so people may be experiencing delays. The area looks crowded and noisy. In my opinion, heavy traffic is a major problem in large cities because it wastes people's time and contributes to air pollution. Part 3. Comparing two pictures. Picture 1. A person is driving a car. Picture 2. A group of people are traveling by bus. Model answer. Both pictures show people traveling, but they are using different means of transportation. In the first picture, a person is driving a car, whereas in the second picture, several people are traveling by bus. Driving a car provides more privacy, comfort, and flexibility. On the other hand, buses are generally more affordable and environmentally friendly because they can carry many passengers at the same time. Personally, I prefer driving because it is more convenient for me, especially when I have somewhere specific to go. However, I think public transportation is a better option in heavily congested cities. Part 4. Discussion 1. Should people use public transportation more? Yes, I believe they should, especially in large cities. Public transportation can reduce traffic congestion, air pollution, and fuel consumption. However, it needs to be reliable, comfortable, and affordable to encourage people to use it. 2. What can governments do to reduce traffic? Governments can improve public transportation and build better infrastructure. They could also encourage people to use buses, trains, and bicycles instead of private cars. In addition, flexible working hours could help reduce traffic during rush hour. 3. Are electric cars the future of transportation? I believe electric cars will become increasingly common in the future. They can reduce emissions and dependence on fossil fuels. However, there are still challenges such as charging infrastructure, battery costs, and limited driving ranges. 4. Is public transportation better than private transportation? It depends on the circumstances. Public transportation is generally cheaper and more environmentally friendly, while private transportation provides greater comfort and flexibility. I think the best option depends on the person's needs and the quality of public transportation available. 5. How will transportation change in the future? I think transportation will become more automated and environmentally friendly. Electric vehicles, self-driving cars, and high-speed trains may become more common. Technology could also make public transportation more efficient and reduce traffic congestion. B2-C1 vocabulary. Traffic congestion, public transportation, private transportation, rush hour, commuting time, carbon emissions, fuel consumption, charging infrastructure, self-driving vehicles, traffic congestion, environmentally friendly transportation network. Powerful expressions. Traffic congestion is a major issue in large cities. Public transportation is a more sustainable alternative to private cars. It depends on the circumstances. There are advantages and disadvantages to both options. Improving public transportation could encourage people to leave their cars at home. Technology is likely to transform the way we travel. Practice. What is the biggest transportation problem in your city, and how could it be solved?